Alright lads, we're back. We've got a packed episode today and we're starting off with a league game against Crawley. We've got 4 games here today, so let's just crack on with it. Alright, as I said before, we're starting today's episode off with the trip to Broadfield Stadium to take on Crawley Town. And the first chance of the game came in the 12th minute here as Eklund has the ball. He dribbles into the Crawley area, decides to turn back, gives off to Clark, and it's a nice easy finish for the striker there. We're starting out the episode well, 13 minutes into the first game, and Ed Clark's got his 3rd goal of the season. Nice little run and turn from Eklund, and to be honest, it's not a great finish, but at least he gets it in the back of the net. Right, we're going again in the 27th minute. Clark, this time the assister, gives off to McEVOY, gives off to Xavier, and finds the back of the net again. Top bins for the captain with 2-0 up before the half-hour mark, and he goes to scare them all off. First goal of the season for the captain there. Look at his ponytail as he rattles it top bins. Lovely. 4 minutes before the half here, McEVOY gives off to Clark, finds Xavier running through. He spots a little bit of a gap, decides to rattle it himself, and it's a decent save from the goalkeeper. And just before the half here, we've got Xavier with the ball, gives off to Clark, gives off to McEVOY, and yet again, it's not a great strike, but the keeper's obviously on a bad day. He slept on the wrong side of the bed, or at least he's woken up on it, and McEVOY's off doing a Russian dance. I don't know what he's doing. You can see here, it's not a great strike. The keeper gets a palm on it, but he doesn't do enough to keep it at the back of the net. Alright, first chance of the second half here as McEVOY gives the ball off to Xavier. Clark decides to run through this time, and Clark makes no mistake. This finish is much better than his first one, as you can't get it any more into the top corner than that. Lovely cross keeper shot. 4th goal of the season, 2nd goal of the game. You can see here the goalkeeper has no chance. The centre half has no chance. Brilliant start, and it's now 4-0. We're at him again. Eklund's running down the right wing, cross the ball into the box. The keeper does enough, and Bailey really should have done better there. He should have hit the target, but we're going at him again. No rest for the Crawley defence as Clark completes his hat-trick in the same corner as his 2nd goal, but this time it's a left-footed finish, does a few somersaults, 5 goals for the season, first milestone for the striker. You can see here, no defenders really came out, somebody backed out of the way, and decent enough, 5-0. Here's the final whistle, that's how the game finished. What a start to the episode. Pick up that ball and cherish it, make sure that the lads don't sign anything rude on it. And here's the next big new talent at Morecambe. It's a Danish right back called Albin Iversen. He's a 56 overall, 83 potential right back. Hopefully we can utilise him at centre half. I mean, 5'11", he's not the tallest, but let's try and get him in anyway and see what he's like. Alright, next up we have a home match against AFC Wimbledon. It's going to be a tough one, but let's hope we can get a win. And Morecambe came at the blocks pretty much straight away. We're in the 3rd minute here as Pino passes off to Xavier. Xavier finds Eklund in space and he hits the outside of the post. Straight after that, Wimbledon went straight down the other end as Piggott has the ball on the wing. He crosses it into the box, but it's a slack cross and it's an easy take for Fagan in the end. This game's end to end here as Morecambe are on the attack yet again. Eklund gives the ball off to McEVOY, completes the 1-2, but his shot is like seeing a double rainbow in the wild. It hits both posts and comes straight back out. Very unlucky there. 10 minutes before the half though, McEVOY sprints straight through the 2 centre halves and smashes it top corner. We're loving that top bins there as he does the challenge celebration. Absolutely love that. I struggle to do that in real life, so fair enough, at least I can do it in the game. Decent run through there, defenders aren't closing down, right past the keeper. And next chance here, as I said, it was end to end. Wimbledon coming at us again. O'Neill on the right gives it off to Appiah. Appiah tries to cross into the box, but Fagan is just there, reads the cross perfectly and palms it away. Into the second half now, and McEVOY is found, gives it off to Clark. Eklund just loves it in the bar, doesn't he? He's hit the bar twice and he's hit both posts in this game. So, can he just actually get one in? I mean, I know he's got low finishing, but come on. Anyway, as I was talking about, that LeBlanc left-footed strike, well wide, high and wide of the target. Clark here, yet again, playing assister. Gives it off to Xavier, gives it off to Alvarez with a through run and easily pushes the ball past the goalkeeper there for his 1st goal of the season. And to be honest, the number 11, he's not really done much so far, but I'll take it if he does that once in a while. At least he's done something. And that's the final whistle there. We've won, we've beaten AFC Wimbledon 2-0 at the Globe Arena. Decent stuff there. After that decent win, let's get straight into the third game here, and it's away at Brunton Park to face Carlisle United. Right, the first chance of the game, Eklund gives the ball off to McEVOY, and what a strike, son. Take a bow, just take a bow, son. What a strike that is. He has hit so much form. Like, he's scored in every game this episode so far. He's got 3 goals in 3 games. Absolutely stunner form. Proper strike. Second chance of the game, Eklund gives it off to Jan Eklund. I should probably start calling him by their first names now. Xavier, anyway, gives it off to Jonsson. Learn my lesson. Left foot. Obviously, his left foot is a lot better than his right, and he smashes it right into the back of the net. First goal of the season for the young Swede. And to be honest, that's a revelation, because using his right foot is absolutely atrocious. Anyway, it's Carlisle's first attack of the game. McCurdy has the ball on the left. He gets past Pino, gives it off to Alessandra. Finds Jones at the back of the box, but unfortunately his header is high and wide of the target. Anyway, Morecambe on the attack. First chance of the second half here. The ball is found all the way to Jonsson. Not sure what he's doing there, turning back. And that just proves that he doesn't have any right foot whatsoever. Right, we're going back onto a Carlisle attack here. Just before the hour mark, Jones gives it off to Alessandra. He's looking about what to do, crosses the ball into the box, and Jones's header is brilliantly blocked by the defenders. A couple of minutes later, Xavier is running forwards. He spots the run of Jonsson, gives it off to him. He's on his right foot again, but I'm going to trust him. And it's a decent block from the centre half there. Leisman here, passes forwards, gives it off to Eklund. Eklund has the ball off to Bailly, gives it off to Jonsson. Finds Xavier running through and is unopposed. Has all the time in the world and gets it top corner. The keeper doesn't even move. Second goal of the season for the captain. Look at that ponytail flap in the wind. Lovely. 12 minutes before the end here, McCurdy's absolutely rattled here. Eklund gives it off to Jonsson, spots the run of Lucas Eklund, and he still can't bag a goal. He still can't bag a goal. Ever since that first game, he's not been able to. But anyway, Alessandra gives it off to Jones 2 minutes before the end, and we lose our clean sheet. Gethin Jones manages to get a goal from the right wing. He's not normally there. He's normally either a centre mid or a right back normally. But that is it. We've got another win. 3 wins out of 3 in this episode. A 3-1 win away at Brunton Park. Alright, here's our last game of today's episode, and it's a home game against Newport County. The first chance of the game is in the 3rd minute, near enough straight off kick-off again. The ball is given from Clark to Xavier, spots the run of Eklund, and a decent diving save from the Newport goalkeeper. Right, a couple of minutes later, Xavier has the ball inside our half, gives off to Eklund, spots the through run of Bailey. Surely he can rattle it in, and it's another decent save from the Newport goalkeeper. Corner this time, straight off from that chance. Whips it into the box, McEVOY picks it up on the edge, and oh my god. What a strike. This guy is on fire. 4 matches, 4 goals, and potentially goal of the season. Strikes it through 3 players. The keeper's left watching. Off the underside of the bar. Brilliant strike. We're coming at him again here in the 17th minute. The ball's given off to Ed Clark. Finds Eklund on the edge. Can he finally get that goal? No, it's a poor strike. And straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Right, Clark comes at him again here. And he is taken down in the box. It's a horrendous challenge by O'Brien. He should really be sent off, but he only got a booking. And Xavier, the captain, steps up and hits it off the inside of the right-hand post, giving Morecambe a 2-goal lead in this one. 3 goals for the season for the captain, and that's not a bad tally for a defensive midfielder this early in the season. Right, we're starting this one with Labadie inside Morecambe's box. Tries to cross the ball in. Leisman does well. But the ball comes all the way off to Amond and forces a decent save out of Fagan. First chance of the second half here, and Collins passes off to Sheehan. Another attack for Newport here as the ball is played in a nice 1-2 between Sheehan and Polian and is easily collected by Fagan. Right, Bailey has the ball. He's stood over a free kick on the left-hand side. Whips the ball into the box and Pino heads just wide of the target. Right after the hour mark here, Baker is running in from the right hand side, decides to cut back onto the wing, gives it off to Wilmot, crosses the ball in this time, and Pino does well to out jump Polian. Pino throws the ball into play here. Xavier Eklund gives the ball off to LeBlanc. He gives the ball to Ed Clark and spots a chance, but it's another decent save from the goalkeeper there to keep it at 2-0, and that is how it is going to finish. 4 wins out of 4. Great episode here. 2-0 to Morecambe against Newport County. And to finish off the episode, we have deadline day, but obviously because we are doing a youth academy series, it's going to be a very boring one, so we're going to speed through it here. You can see we're already at 5 hours, and yeah, there's only one thing that actually happens on this deadline day, and that is we get a loan offer for Brennan, which we do accept, but unfortunately it doesn't go through in time because he did it too late. So yeah, he stays with us at least for another 6 months. But that is it for today's episode. As you can see there, our first game of next episode, we have a checker trade game against Forest Green, so make sure to tune in for some cup football and some more league action in the next episode. So anyway, if you liked, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you want, and you know what guys, see you later.